Good evening, chosen ones. Welcome to Virtual Beelzebub TV. I am your host, Beelzebub, and welcome back to the pit. So I've got another D&D side quest for you. Something quick, something short, a one-shot, if you will, that you can just throw into any generic D&D campaign. This one specifically suited to if your party needs to travel from one location to another via a boat. So, the story starts with everyone paying a fare to hop on a boat owned by one magnanimous Captain Jack Wittock. He is serious, he is mysterious, he's got a very piratey accent to him, and he makes you really want to build up this character, so he makes a big impression, makes him memorable, makes the party actually remember the name Captain James Wittock. And feel free to indulge in some like naval war stories, or just crack some jokes, make fun of the party, just anything to really like put him in their minds. And the reason it is important is as they're sailing, they get from one location to another, and after they get to know him, they hit the they're about to hit the docks, and they see that there is a storm forming over the docks, and it starts to rain. And just as they're about to disembark, a bolt of lightning falls from the sky, strikes him, and kills him dead on the spot. And almost as mysteriously as this storm appears, it fades away. And the party there's no one else at the dock at this time. So once the storm clears and they're like, there's a dead man, we should probably, I don't know, tell someone. And again, this whole thing falls apart if they just kind of leave him to rot on the dock and just go do other stuff. Whole thing falls apart if they just leave him there. But if they so decide to be like, grab a town guard and be like, hey, dead pirate captain, go clean him up or whatever. So, assuming they go tell anyone about this, then that individual will inform him, if they just say, hey, a boat captain died, they'll go check it out, and they will find an empty pirate ship. Or an empty transport vessel, rather. Not properly a pirate ship, just any kind of old keelboat. But if they specifically mention the name Captain James Wittock, then they will be informed that Captain James Wittock has been dead for 10 years. He was struck by lightning after delivering some adventures across the sea. And they realize that, they may realize, they might not be smart enough to figure it out immediately, that Captain James Wittock is in fact a ghost who transported them all the way across the seas. And this boat that they have been riding on is in fact a stolen boat that does not belong to them, and they are now guilty of grand theft boat, which I think could be interesting. So after the party can either try to make some arrangements to return the boat to its rightful owner, maybe pay a minor fine, be like, oh, I'm sorry, I did not mean to actually rob you blind, or they can just not report it and try to keep the boat from themselves and, take the boat and sail out of town with their new free boat. Or they can just go into town and forget about it, and, you can take it from there. But I think it's just an interesting introduction to a town and introduce the presence of ghosts. If you've got an encounter set up that involves specters or shadows or ghosts, and you really want to set the tone in advance as soon as they get to town, hey, ghosts are afoot, this is a great way that you can do it. Maybe you can have James Wittock appear in the story as a ghost that'll haunt them. I don't know, that's up to you. But it's just a real quick, short introduction to a seafaring dock town that I thought you might appreciate. That is all I've got for you right now, and I will see you next time.
Pack up your sins and go to the devil in Hades. You'll meet the finest of gentlemen and the finest of ladies. They'd rather be down below than up above. Hades is full of thousands of Joneses and Browns, Houligans, Cohens and Bradys. You'll hear a heavenly tune, the wind to the devil, because the jazz band started picking it, put a trick in it, a jazzy kick in it. They've got a couple of old reformers in heaven. making them go